always struggled with the idea of waiting until we were done having our own biological kids to add adoptive children to our family. And so it was something that we always wanted to do, and it was something that we knew would be part of our story at some point, but we just weren't quite sure when.
So when we first decided to start trying to have kids, it wasn't working. And so after a while, we decided to see some doctors about it and found out that there were some complications, but that they thought that we would be able to get past that. And so after a couple of years, we finally got pregnant with our first Ellis. And after that, we thought, okay, so what's next? And the doctor said, we'll have to go through this again. And 9 months later, we were surprised with our second. Wasn't planned, but was really exciting. We want a big family, right? And so it was good.
And so after Olive was born, we really started to go down that path. We filled out the paperwork, we got started, we made some phone calls, and then we found out about a few weeks into that process that I was pregnant again for the third time. And that was not the plan. And we were definitely excited and ready for that journey. And then we found out about 12 weeks later that we had lost that baby.
For me, that was really the turning point. That was the moment that I said, there are babies out there are birth moms out there who are looking for somebody to partner with them so that they don't have to experience something like this. And to know what it felt like to lose a baby, I said, yeah, let's do this. I'm ready.
As we were praying through that and healing from the grief of the miscarriage, we both were just really led to the idea of adoption and the idea that was what God's plan was for us, for bringing our next child into our family. Hearing that there's birth moms out there, that we really wanted to be an option for them. If we're asking them to do something other than abortion, that we would be the answer for that, to give you a choice of something else to do with your child. This has never been our story. If it had, we wouldn't have gone through years of infertility. We wouldn't have had our next child only, not even 18 months later. And we definitely wouldn't have wanted to experience the heartbreak that we did through our miscarriage. But it's still beautiful, and God is still good. As much as we have kind of dealt with a lot, we also have been dealt a lot of really great things.
Yeah, I can't imagine life any different, even knowing that this isn't what we had planned.
We're just a normal family with normal means. We are just walking down the path that God's called us, and that's all we're doing. And we pray that God will provide through that. So we made t-shirts for the adoption with an ampersand sign, and it just kind of represents that our story is continuing. And we are adding that "and" to our family. We would like to give you guys the chance to be part of our story.
So whether you feel led to join us through your prayers or financially, we'd be so honored and humbled to have you alongside of us. We know this much. This story is just not over yet.